Hey, fifth graders, Module 3, Lesson 15 problem set. It's all about word problems and adding, subtracting fractions to solve those word problems. So let's get started with the first problem in this lesson. All right, number 3. Sinister Stan sold, that's a weird name, Sinister Stan, sold 3 3/4 ounces of slime from Messy Molly. So I'm going to circle 3 3/4 ounces of slime. But his evil plan requires 6 3/8 ounces of slime. So his plan requires, his evil, devious plan requires 6 3/8 ounces of slime. He stole another, okay, so another is a kind of a key word that we should box in, 2 3/5 ounces of slime from Rude Ralph. They want to know how much more slime does Sinister Stan need for his evil plan. So how much more is kind of going to give us a clue that we might be doing some subtraction. Now, we really need to model this out to figure out what we need to do. So we're going to start with the tape diagram. And what we're going to do is, okay, if I'm talking about Sinister Stan's evil plan, I'm told that it requires, the second number requires 6 3/8 ounces of slime. So we have 6 3/8 ounces. His whole plan requires this. Now, he stole it from Messy Molly. So if I say, okay, this first little partition is from Molly, and he stole 3 3/4 ounces from her. And then for Rude Ralph, so I can go ahead and do Ralph, he stole 2 3/5. They want to know how much more does he need. This is the need box, and we don't know. So it looks like what we have to do here is we have to add these two together, what he stole from Molly and Ralph, and then once we find the sum, take it away from what his plan requires to figure out what he still needs. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and tell myself I need to add first, and then second I need to subtract. So let's make sure we add correctly the first two fractions. I'm going to be adding 3 3/4 together plus 2 3/5 together. I'm going to go ahead and just add my whole numbers. I'm going to do, okay, 3 plus 2 is 5. So now I have 5 3/4. And now I'm going to add that to the 3/5. I'm looking at my like units of fourths and fifths. And so if I count by fours and I count by fives, the only number that I'm going to get to is 20. So that will be our new like unit. So if you think about it, okay, 3/4. I'm going to times that by 5 because that's going to give me something out of 20ths, and that's going to be 15 20ths. And then 3/5, I'm going to multiply that by 4 because that will give me 12 20ths. So now I'm able to rewrite the problem. I have 5 15 20ths. And I'm going to be adding it to 12 20ths. And that's going to give me 5 wholes and 27 20ths. But hold up, we're not done yet, because 27 20ths is still bigger than a whole. So technically, I can have 5 wholes plus 20 20ths is a whole. So I can say I pulled out 20 20ths. And then how many 20ths do I have left over? I have 7 20ths. So even going a step farther, I have 6 7 20ths. Whew, that's not even my answer. My answer, I have to. So now what I need to do is I need to take my answer of 6 7 20ths and take it away from, I need to subtract it from the whole. This is the whole right here, 6 3/8. So technically 6 3/8 is larger than 6 7 20ths. So if I just subtracted the whole numbers, 6 minus 6 means I have 0 wholes left over. So if I really wanted to, I could put a 0 wholes and then subtract 3/8 minus 7/20. Now we got to count by 8 and 20 to find a common denominator, or the like unit. I'm going to actually count by eights really quick. I'm going to go, okay, there's 8, 16, then there's 24, then there's 32, and then there's 40. And wait a second, I know if I count by 20s, I can get to 40. So 20, 40, okay. And now I can go ahead and say, maybe I'll do it in a different color so you guys can see. I'll do green. I have 3/8. If I need to figure out to have a fraction out of 40ths, I'm going to have to multiply it by 5. And say I would have 15 40ths. And then if I took 7 20ths, oh, it's getting messy, guys, but we can do it. We can do it. We can say, oh, it's got to be out of 40ths as well, so I need to multiply 7 and 20 by 2, and that's going to give you 14 40ths. And so back over here, going to squeeze it in. I got 15 40ths, take away 14 40ths. So as you can see, the answer is going to be 1/40th left over that he still needs for his evil plan. Now to answer the question, we need a sentence written back in answer form. And so what I wrote down here is, Sinister Stan needs 1/40th more slime for his evil plan. Okay, capital letter, ending punctuation. Hit pause if you're a little behind, and we'll go to the next problem. All right, question number 4 says, Gavin had 20 minutes to do a 3-problem quiz. Okay, so let's circle that. He spent 9 3/4 minutes on problem number 1 and 3 4/5 minutes on problem number 2. So let's go ahead and circle those key numbers. They want to know how much time did he have left. So that word right there means we're going to do a little subtraction on problem number 3. They want us to write the answer in minutes and seconds. So quickly, I'm going to do a tape diagram to represent kind of what the word problem is talking about. So this is his 3-problem quiz, and so I know that he has 20 minutes to complete it. And then I know he did problem number 1. It took him 9 3/4 minutes. So this is problem number 1. And this is problem number 2. It took him 3 4/5 minutes. And so this is problem number 3, which we don't know, and that's what he has left over. So just like kind of what we did up above, we're first going to add these two together. And then we're going to take away these 2 boxes from the whole, or from 20. So we're going to add first, then subtract second. So 2-step problem. So then let's go ahead and do 9 3/4. And we're going to add it to 3 4/5. So we're going to add our whole numbers. We have 9 plus 3 is 12. And then we have 3/4. And then we're going to add it to 4/5. Now I'm hoping that you remember the like units for 4 and 5. The smallest number we're going to use is 20. So if you count by 4s and you count by 5s, the first number we get to that they both share is 20. So I'm going to go ahead and convert 3/4 into 20ths. So I'm going to multiply 3/4, and then it's going to give me 4 times 5 is going to give me 20. So the numerator is going to be 15 20ths. And now I'm going to go ahead and do 5/4, and I'm going to multiply that by 4, and that will give me 16 20ths. So now I have new fractions that I'm going to go over here to the expression that I need to solve, but I need to change my 3/4 and 4/5 into the new fractions that I just got. So I have 12 and 15 20ths, and I'm going to add that to 16 20ths. And so I'm going to get 12 And 15 plus 16 will give me 31. So I have 12 and 31 twentieths. Now, we can't stop now because this 31 twentieths is bigger than a whole. I can pull out at least 20 twentieths. So I'm actually going to keep 12 the same. And I'm going to add 20 twentieths. There's my whole that I pulled out from 31 twentieths. And I would have 11 twentieths left over. So if I combine the 12 wholes and the 1 whole, I'm going to end up with 13 and 11 twentieths. That means these two boxes right here, problem 1 and 2 all together is 13 11 twentieths. And now I need to take away that number from 20. So I have 20, and I'm going to subtract 13 and 11 twentieths. Now here's where kids will do the wrong thing. They will automatically just, because there's no fraction here, they'll say, oh, 20 minus 13, that would be 7. So it must be a 7 and 11 twentieths. Well, what are you going to do with this? You need to take away the 11 twentieths as well. So what we need to do is we need to borrow. I need to cross off this 20 and say, okay, now it's going to become a 19. And so I have 19 wholes, and that one that I borrowed is going to become now a fraction. It's going to become 20 twentieths. And so now I can then subtract 13 and 11 twentieths. And now I can do my whole numbers. 19 take away 13. That's easy. That's going to give me 6. And then I'm going to take away the 20 twentieths minus only the 11 twentieths, because I already did the 19 minus 13. And I'm going to get 9 twentieths. So our answer is 6 and 9 twentieths for problem number 3. Now, what they want us to do is to write the answer, our answer here, in minutes and seconds. So our answer is 6 and 9 twentieths minutes. So this is 6 and 9 twentieths minutes. That means this right here is 6 minutes. And we got to figure out what 9 twentieths is as seconds. So think of it as, okay, seconds are smaller than minutes. How many seconds are in a minute? 60 seconds are in a minute. So think of it as a fraction. Let's say, okay, let's turn this into, let's say we need to have 60 seconds, which is technically a minute. That means if I had 9 twentieths, I'm going to go ahead and multiply it by 3 to turn the twentieths into 60. And whatever I do on the top, or bottom, I'm going to do on the top. And that means 9 times 3 is 27. So what this means right here is, since this is technically 60 seconds, out of 60 seconds, she was able to complete problem number 3, 6 minutes. And here are her seconds. Well, it's not completely all 60 seconds that she completed. She actually completed 27 seconds of problem number 3. So if I wrote this out as a time, you know what? I just realized I was calling Gavin a girl. Gavin's a boy. So not she, he. Gavin completed, here's our sentence, problem number 3 in, problem number 3. Let's make that number 3 there. In 6 minutes and 27 seconds. Squeeze that in the last part of the page. All right. And that will be able to answer question number 4. All right, and that will end this lesson for 15, and I'll see you on the next lesson very shortly.